Hello and welcome to the second training video of Call of Combat 22 edition, baby. We're going to go over some basic defensive setups. First one is Snipe Down, World War III map. Now as you can see, these guys are holding woods. Now that guy, right there, has a line of fire there, and yeah, those guys, this guy can throw a nade, to there, and these guys have a line of fire. Now what's important there is that their lines of fire aren't going over each other's heads, so not stressing them, which means they'll be more liable to snipe people. This is a Safeway setup, World War III. Now these guys are holding Safeway. Now this guy has a clear view of there. You can see, yeah. This guy here can go around the corner and throw nades there. This guy can throw nades into Safeway, and that guy's there to snipe. Because they'll be shooting at the guy running around, not him, so he hits some fairly high percentages on people coming into Safeway. This works if someone's holding Snipe Down. Now this is when you're holding Snipe Down and Safeway by yourself. Now keep two guys in Snipe Down, two guys in Safeway. Now pretty much the important thing with this is no one can sneak up on you. That helps the most, and of course lines of fires are clear. So that's where you wanna, if they rush, that's where you wanna fall back to. You still can see everywhere, so you can't get flanked as easily. And it's just important to keep your firing lanes open when you're falling back. Keep one guy shooting back at all times. And this is Hay Defense World War III when it hasn't been rushed yet. Now, yeah, there you go, there you guys. This guy can see, of course, through everywhere. You can see there. That guy can help by the window, and this guy can help on either the window or the other side when it comes down to nading. Yeah, he can nade there. Pretty much you want to hold here if there's only one squad, but you fall back if there's like two squads. You fall back right away. Now this is if Hay's been rushed on World War III. Now as you can see, the guys at the windows are all shooting down, so they're going to come from that direction. And the guys in the windows can also help a rush from bunk 2. And that guy can nade over there. Yeah, can nade the guys coming in there. The windows before shooting. This is a basement setup on small house. As you can see, these guys here are set up to hold basement. This guy nades into main hall. This guy can help either the guy in main hall if he gets stunned, or the guy inside basement. This guy nades in there, and you always want to keep your MG outside because they can just shoot on in a straight line at people coming into basement, giving them a clear view of fire. And then the guy inside can throw nades out, and they'll get caught in between the two. This is holding bedrooms. This is very basic. Pretty much keep a guy in the two corners, the southwest corner and the northeast corner, to give eyes on both the doorways. Yeah, you can see there, and that guy helps this guy if he gets naded, and the guy in the northwest corner can help either of the guys, because they'll come through both doorways, and he can shoot either of them very effectively. And then we have main hall / living room on small house. That's set up to hold main hall and more dining room area. Now we put the MG there so we can shoot down. They won't try to rush that. That guy's looking into dining room, and this guy can help either guys if they get naded, and that guy's looking into northwest forest. Pretty much just keeping all your areas clear. This is a garden setup holding small house. Now pretty much it's just you want to keep, the most important thing with this is keeping your lines of fire clear, so you're not shooting over each other's head, which is a common mistake. You want to keep your MG as far back as possible so it doesn't get naded and won't get trapped, and use pretty guys in front. This is Battle Walls on Country War. Now this, when I hold this, I try not to go in front of the VPs, because unless you're rushing field, because it puts you in a bad position front back. That guy can look up there, or he can look to the flank, and unless you guys are just looking up towards field, it's pretty basic. This is holding Shed on Country War. Now, as you can see, as we're holding Shed from Woods and Church, that guy's looking into Church, see if anything's in there. This guy can help either the guy at Church or the guy at the window. The guy at the window is looking into the woods, and the guy in the hay bale is also looking into woods. So it's just, basic, keeping all your areas clear. This is Widow's House / Church on Country War. This is when you're holding the flank. Now this is if they don't rush Church. Keep the guy at the window looking towards flank, the guy on the outside also looking towards flank. And the guy in Church is most important because he can look towards woods, but if he sees the VP's change, you can throw a nade and probably stun someone there. Can be very useful. You can get a kill off of that.
Oh my god, I didn't mean to stack up my twisted.
Church on Country War. So when you're holding church, you want to keep a guy looking down there. A guy in the window giving eyes can be very useful. This guy can aid inside church, and the guy at the window can be there in case you get rushed. House on Bazura. This is when you're holding houses probably by yourself. Either keep one guy up there to aid, one guy in the window, and two guys on there who'll, you actually, if they rush you, you can actually get a bit of a crossfire. It's quite nice. Mansion on Bazura. You can see your guys here in Mansion. The guy in there can aid there, the guy in there is giving eyes. The guy on the outside is giving eyes so they don't flank you in a town hall. The guy on the outside is most important because no one can really help him, and I like to keep him outside there so he can run away from nades. But he also has a commanding line of fire. This is Stonehouse on Farm Fight. Now if used properly you'll need two guys inside, and it doesn't really matter what you do with those guys as long as one of the guys is in there to help with the window. Because they'll come around the corner, nade the guy in the far corner, and then your guy by the VPs can just chuck a nade, and that guy can chuck nades, and then it's just, you can hold it forever if you do it properly, as long as you don't get the top windows. And we're coming up to the walls behind Pasture on Farm Fight. Now, this is when Pasture's been rushed and you're holding the Stonehouse VPs. I like to keep two guys shooting there. Your MG would be the guy in the middle so you can help on the flank. And if they're rushing from Pasture, that guy there nades. And I like keeping two guys on the flank just so they don't rush that too easily. This is Westfield on Farm Fight. Yeah, these guys are pretty much just shoot. Most important thing is you guys have guys to run back. They'll have areas to run back to if you get rushed. And the guy on the flank is just wide enough so you can see a flank coming, so it doesn't get trapped, because that can be very deadly. And we're coming up to this is holding the allied flank on Farm Fight. So if you're holding and there's your team's on a west rush, this is what you would do. You keep this guy there is looking up towards Reap. That guy's looking towards Reap. That guy, the MG is pretty much watching woods. Make sure you don't get flanked. You gotta be careful with this one. You can get flanked very easily. Okay, I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. This is the Ever Sexy High Impulse signing out.